Sound is okay. Sound okay? Am I audible? Just reply please. Audio and video okay? Okay. Let us comments. Okay. On the screen is visible. Sound is okay. Any trouble? Please somehow communicate to me at any point of time. Okay, let us start then. Okay, we have been discussing okay. Good morning, welcome back to our session, day 35, as we have submitted. We have been discussing the similarity or equivalence between context-free grammar languages and the video. Just to take a break, we will resume it later. We will discuss something else. Meanwhile, let us see who will have the assignment. I think YouTube link I have posted in you are aware of my page and from the report everyone will be talking. Is the list 043 will have the class notes assignment within 3 days, otherwise we'll have may get additional assignments. Okay. Now what we are discussing now, okay. And then I'll see if you type in something. Okay, just use the mic or sound. Okay. We will discuss some property context-free languages. That is the pumping lemma for context-free languages. Pumping lemma for regular languages we have used. That is every context-free language should obey this pumping lemma. Just because a language obeys this is a necessary condition but not sufficient. Just because a language obeys pumping lemma doesn't imply that it is a context-free language. So it is a necessary condition but not sufficient. Anyway, this property is normally used to check and decide whether a language is CFL or not. If this property is not obeyed, we could conclude that it is not a CFL. So normally it is used to prove a language is not CFL, as in case of regular. Okay. So formally introducing, if L is a CFL, then there is a number P, the pumping leg, where if S is any string in L and S is of length at least P, then S may be divided into 5 pieces: U, V, X, Y, Z, satisfying the conditions. 1. For all I greater than or equal to 0, U, V, I, X, Y raised to Z belongs to N. Property 2. Size of Vi should be greater than 0. Property 3. Size of Vxy should be less than or equal to P. So in essence, in the case of a CFL, there are two pumping portions. One is V and the other is Y. So they will either, the number of times V and Y are repeated is the same because they are I itself. Okay. So if this is S, take a string and which is of at least pumping length P, that value P, the value of P actually we don't know. And so we can assume that it is some value. Actual value of P we needn't to bother about. In many, I am repeating, there may be YouTube videos which assumes some value for P and goes on explaining pumping lemma for regular and CFL. That is wrong. You cannot assume that, because actually it is these discussions are happening as part of proving that a language is not regular or CFL. In that case, there is no meaning for a pumping length. A pumping length is meaningful only if that language is a context-free language. In the case of CFL, pumping lemma for context-free language. So assuming a pumping length for a non-existent CFL is wrong. Okay, so please be aware of such explanations. Okay. Now we'll explain. This is the essence of it. I will discuss first this, then we will attempt to prove some examples. That is, if you take a string from the CFL, then that string could be divided into 5 pieces: U, V, X, Y, Z, where V and Y are the pumping portions. They can be pumped many times or pumped down once when I is equal to 0, pumped down once or pumped up many times. Then whatever resulted out of this operation, that is all those resultant strings should be in the language. All the strings which is obtained in this operation should be in the language. That is the first condition. For all I greater than or equal to 0, U, V raised to I, X, Y raised to Z belongs to L. So there are two pumping portions. On either side of it, there will be some constant portions. Okay. And this V and Y should be greater than 0. V and Y cannot simultaneously be empty. And one of them is empty, it is actually becoming a regular language, okay. And V and Y should exist if it is to be a proper context-free language. Anyway, generally the Y size of EY should be greater than 0. That means V and Y together cannot be empty. And this portion, the portion which defines the pumping portion, V I x y raised to I, V raised to I, x y raised to, that portion, that length should be less than or equal to P. Okay. This, as we have seen in the regular languages, the portion to the left of this portion was at maximum P, and here this portion should have a maximum length of P. That is the explanation for definition and explanation for pumping lemma for CF. Once again, if L is a CFI, then there is a number P, the pumping length, where if S is any string in L, if S is any string in L, and S is of length at least P. Okay, if you take any string out of the language, which is at least of length P, the pumping length, then S should be divided into 5 pieces, such that we should be able to divide S into 5 pieces, such that the second and previous last pieces, this V and Y pieces, could be formed any number of times, and the resultant string still should be in the language. Okay. Okay. A pumping means, suppose it is A, B, C, E, D, 5 pieces. Listen, 1, 2, 3, 4, E, okay. Suppose. Then these two pieces could be formed any times, and the resultant should be, okay, you shouldn't record this type on example. Okay, this is wrong actually to assume the length for these things. Okay, anyway, this is just, that is pumping down means remove VB. If it is V, new V, V and Y, okay, V and Y. This is Y, okay, you could pump down that remove V, or it could be D, or P. Okay, same number of times it is also repeated. Okay, those portions are repeated. This means Y is repeated, Y, like that. Similar number of times V is repeated. That is the meaning of it. Okay. P raised to I means V is repeated I times. Y raised to I in this context means Y is repeated I times. Okay, hope you remember that. Okay. Now we will see an example. Okay. Like this. A raised to N. B raised to N. Actually, this is normally used to prove that a language is not A raised to N, B raised to N, C raised to N. A raised to N, B raised to N, we have seen that it is not regular. But A raised to N, B raised to N, we have seen that it is context free. But A raised to N, B raised to N, C raised to N, let us check whether it obeys the pumping lemma for CFL or not. Okay. What is the first condition? Operator is with me on either both the channels. Now we will take an example. Say we will take as usual this string a raised to p. We don't know p, so we can't assume constant value for p. So, but we can take a raised to p because we don't know the value of p, but still we can take a raised to p. A repeated p number of times, b raised to p, c raised to p. So this string should be in the suppose it is in CFL. We are checking whether A raised to n, B raised to n, C raised to n, this language is a CFL or not. If it is a CFL, it should obey the pumping lemma. It is a necessary condition. May not be sufficient, but necessary. So A raised since A raised to P, B raised to P, C raised to P is a member of the language. P is at least one. P can't be empty. Okay. So its length is this. Now let us take this string is length at least P. Okay, definitely its length is 3P. So this string should obey the pumping lemma property. Okay, that means we should be able to divide A raised to P, B raised to P, C raised to P into 5 pieces. Okay, and the pumping portion pumped up or down should still be in the okay U, V, X, Y, Z. V and Y are the proof we will discuss. First, let us have some examples. Okay. Okay. Now, shall we proceed? Now we will bring consider the other conditions. What are the conditions? V and Y together cannot be empty. Both should both may be there, but at least one is necessary. V and Y cannot be empty. Okay, and Vxy is less than or equal to. Okay, so Vxy is less than or equal to P. Pumping length. Okay. Now let us check where V and Y could exist. Suppose V and Y, this portion, the Vxy portion, Vxy portion, is suppose exclusively of A's. Then if we pump up, number of A's will be more than P, and the resultant string will not be in the language, because number of A's and number of P's and number of C's are equal as per the definition of that language. So where we will try to fit the Vxy portion. Okay, somewhere in this thing. Okay, then only we will be able to divide this into 5 pieces. Okay, where this Vxy portion will exist, we will see that. Suppose Vxy portion is exclusively of A's, then if we pump up, number of A's will be more than number of B's, and immediately it violates the language. So Vxy, the pumping portion, cannot be exclusively of A's. For the same reason, it cannot be exclusively of B's and cannot be exclusively of C's. Okay. Now that is not possible. So Vxy, we have concluded that cannot be exclusive of a single symbol. So we have got it. Any explanation? If you want, just use your mic to convey me from the Pitchy channel. Okay, I will explain once again. We will try to find a place for Vxy. It cannot be exclusively of A's because if it is so, if we pump up the number of A's will be more than number of B's, immediately a violation of this equal number of A's, B's and C's condition. Okay. For the same reason it cannot be exclusively of B's. For the same reason it cannot be exclusively of C's. Now suppose the Vxy portion. Why we are focusing on the Vxy portion? Because that defines the pumping portion. That defines the pumping portion. Okay. Suppose Vxy spans two symbols, AB. Some is, then some, okay, some is which defines U, some is which defines V, some B's which may cross A and B, whatever be that, then some portion in B may be which is of Y extra. Anyway, exactly we can't make a conclusion where is the division point. Anyway, Vxy spans A, B. So what happens now? Suppose we pump it up, this portion. So many violations are there. Immediate one violation is that you put that the pattern is changed, that violation is there, or you go for the argument that it won't reach B, sorry, C, it won't reach C. So A raised to P, B raised to P portion, at least one E and Y is not empty. That means either A or B is pumped up. Definitely A or B is pumped up if you go for I is equal to 2, 3 extra. Okay, so at least number of A's and B's will be more than P when we pump up. Okay, so that will not be equal to number of C's. They all should be equal. So immediately a violation. Once again, if we are, since we have seen that, this Vxy portion cannot be exclusively of single symbol A or B or C. We have seen it, we have proved it. Now the other possibility for Vxy is they exist covering two symbols A, B. Okay, somewhere it should exist. If it exists. Suppose covers some A's and some B's, this Vxy portion. Then if we pump it up again, there is a violation because the number of C's is P and either at least some A's are more than P or at least some B's are more than P or either A's and B's are more than P. Anyway, there is a violation. There is a violation. Okay, you can't have it exclusively of two symbols A and B. Then the other possibility BC, it spans, Vxy portion spans BC. For the same reason, there also it cannot exist between BC. If it exists somewhere here, we pump it up, at least B or C will be more than P, which violates the condition that A, B, C, count of A, B should be equal. Okay. Then there's the only possibility remaining is Vxy portion is covers both the three symbols A, B, C. But if we pump it up, then that condition won't be violated. Number of A's, B's, C's may get the equal number of pumping up. But there is other constraint. It cannot cross A, B, C. We cannot, Vxy portion cannot have A, B, C together simultaneously. Can someone from the Gypsy channel answer this question? Otherwise, I will ask. Okay, so C batch is on Gypsy channel. So let me randomly ask. Say C, roll number C, not a register number C39. You should answer it yes or no or somehow. Convey me that at least you are present here. Thirty-nine is option C. 39. C matching for my request should be on C. Let me check what I have posted. So it's 5C and GC. Okay, okay, okay. 39 is not answering. So 40. Roll number, not race number. Yes, I am repeating class roll number.
Yes, I am present.
You are?
Yeah, I'm
39 or 40? Roll number 39 is there or no?
yes, sir, I'm there.
Okay, could you answer why we can't have a pumping portion VXY, three symbols A, B, C simultaneously? Why can't it be so? Okay, let us move on to C40. Roll number 40. C40. No answer, not present. C41. 30. Not present. C42. Absent. C43. C44. C45. You have C45?
Yes, sir.
Okay, could you answer why we can't have this VXY pumping portion across the three symbols, spanning the three symbols A, B, C? It cannot be so. I am stating why.
No, sir. I don't.
Okay. We will explain. Okay. You please read and try to understand. Anyway, for the timing, listen, because the similar explanation we have provided for the regular lab is also all the class pieces. That is because we have a condition that Vxy is less than or equal to P. That is the condition. Okay. If Vxy is less than or equal to P, that condition is there if the Vxy portion spans A, B, C together, then the entire B will be there. It starts at A and covers all the B and then some C's. That means if that is the case, the length will be at least P plus 2 because the entire B and at least one A and at least one C. P plus 2 will be the length, but it cannot have that much size. Okay. The size should be less than or equal to P. So Vxy cannot exist A, B, C together. So means Vxy cannot exist anywhere. It cannot be of single symbol A, B, or C. It cannot be of single symbols A, B, B, C. Okay, but it cannot be single symbols. Two symbols A and C together because you can't cut some portions in between. Okay. So Vxy, then the only possibility is A, B, C put together. In that case, the length of that portion will be at least P plus 2. That cannot be. So Vxy portion as per the condition is less than or equal to P. Okay. So So the conclusion is that we cannot, if we take this string, because it's a contradiction. To get a contradiction, one example is sufficient, but that example should satisfy all the conditions. What is the condition? Given a string of length at least p, anyway this is 3p, so the length condition is satisfied. Okay, provided that if you take any string of the language of this length, at least length p, okay, this is satisfied because the length is 3p here. Then we should be able to divide that string into 5 pieces. Okay, we have then that string that the string which is divided into 5 pieces, we have portion vxy portion. We are trying to find where vxy will fit. It won't fit in portion A, it won't fit in portion B, it won't fit in portion C. It won't fit in portion AB, it won't fit in BC area. And it won't fit in ABC, so it cannot exist. So we can't define the way to divide the given string A raised to B, B raised to B raised to B, obeying the conditions of the pumping lemma. Obeying the conditions of the pumping lemma, that is, the pumping portion should be still in the language. So this doesn't exist. You can't divide it as per the pumping lemma. So conclusion is A raised to N, B raised to N, C raised to N is not a context-free language. That is a conclusion. Just try to comprehend. Let me copy the attendance. The YouTube attendance will be there. Okay, but this make it close.
ഓരോരുത്തർ കയറുമ്പോഴും ഒഴിക്കാനും റൂമിൽ ഒഴിക്കാനും അങ്ങനെ ഒരാളുണ്ട്. ഒരു കൂട്ടത്തിൽ 3 മിനിറ്റ് സാനിറ്റൈസ് ഉണ്ട്. ഒരാൾക്ക് 3 മാസ്ക് ഉണ്ട്. ഒരു ദിവസത്തിന് ഒരാൾ 2 പേരുണ്ട്. 3 മാസ്ക്, 2 ജോഡി ഗ്ലൗസ്, 3 ലിറ്റർ സാനിറ്റൈസർ ഒക്കെ മൊത്തം ഓരോരുത്തർക്ക് 3 മാസ്ക്, 95 മാസ്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നു. തലേദിവസം എന്തെങ്കിലും കുറവുള്ള 6 മണിക്കൂർ കഴിഞ്ഞ് മാറ്റുന്നത്. മാസ്റ്റർ മണിക്കൂർ പോകേണ്ട ദിവസം
Okay, I will shortly.
മെക്കാനിക്കൽ
Let me check another example. For example, for CFL. Just wait. Okay, an interesting example is here. Okay. WW. W belongs to say B star or 0 also, or for the time being, 0 also. Okay. It is not a simple. We may not immediately. Okay. W two steps. Can you think of a solution why it is not CF? Two strings together.
Okay.
Okay. I also was calculating that. Immediately when I looked at, okay, let us consider it is 0 raised to p, 1 raised to p. Okay, this suppose is W. Then 0 raised to p is the second. 1 raised to. We have seen that WW reverse is a CF. We have seen it. Using stacker we could convert, but WW is not a CF. So yeah, this is W, this is WW, so this is CF. Okay, it should be in the language, W. Okay, 0 raised to P, 1 raised to P, 0 raised to P, 1 raised to P. And now I think we may be able to find a violation. It is elaborate on the okay. The string is UV XY. Okay, that should be in the UV XY. For the second and next portion, we use the portion separated. UV XY raised to I. Okay. Think of it yourself. I will ask my next question too. We will go 46, just ready to get the question. C40, roll number 46 and 47. Please be ready to receive the question. Think of where the violation happens in this exam. Oh, I didn't intentionally switch off the camera in the scene of a kinetic visa. Because in Jitsi we don't know how what is the media quality. Okay. How is that? Our clarity, I think, is okay. Any problem? No problem. No problem. Okay. Okay, roll number C46.
Yes, sir, I'm present.
Okay, could you suggest a way to establish that this string 0 raised to P, 1 raised to P, 0 raised to P, 1 raised to P, which is a member of office, obviously of this WW language and is of length at least to P. Could you find any violation in finding, dividing it into these 5 pieces? This way out.
Sorry, sir. I'm not.
47. Roll number C47. Sir. 48. Is also 49. Roll number C49. And there C50. This is officially personal. 51. C52. 53. 54. C55.
Hello, sir.
You are 55.
Yes, sir. C55.
Okay. Could you please find the way for the violation?
Sorry, sir. Hello.
This we have same distance 0 raised to p 1 raised to p 0 raised to p 1 raised to p, which is a member of the language. Okay. You have seen it on the slides, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This we are trying to break this into 5 pieces. And there is a violation that may happen. Could you find out how the violation happens? Who shall be commenced? Maybe more arguments.
Sir, I can't understand. There is so much disturbance.
Voice is not clear.
There are other noises, so I can't fully understand.
Okay. That is coming through the channel. Now it is through the channel.
Yes.
Now is there any improvement?
No.
Okay. The question is, we have this. Why you didn't mention it earlier?
Oof.
Okay, the question is 0 raised to p, 1 raised to p, 0 raised to p, 1 raised to p should be the language. Okay.
Okay, sir.
If it is a CFI, and we will not be able to divide this into 5 pieces with obeying the pumping lemma properties. So we should look for those arguments. Can you suggest a way to start with? As we have explained in the previous case. Okay. Mute the mic. Okay. We will continue the discussion now. It is 11:15. Next day onwards. So people, please try to find out on your own. Okay, if you refer the literature, there will be immediate solutions. But you think to yourself, that will help you to find out your answer on your own. Okay. Then we will discuss next day. Okay. There we will end the topic. As per the discussion with the 55, the voice is not as clear as in the case of Google Meet. Then we have to attend to that issue also. Please convey me whether there was any noise, troubling noise. Nobody conveyed in between. Okay. I will also listen again. It will come how it was. Anyway, for training, let us stop discussing. Thank you.